Welcome back to some new r/PettyRevenge stories, where people share small victories over those who wronged them. I hope you had a great day. Thanks for all the likes and comments on the last video. And now let's start with the first story. It's called Petty Neighbor. So, I've got this neighbor. Bit of a handful, honestly. He's home all day and seems to have made it his personal mission to get on my nerves in small but constant ways. We're talking about the kind of person who will block my gate with his bins, lean over the fence to cut branches of trees that aren't even his, and, brace yourself, use the shared alleyway between our houses like it's his personal restroom. Yeah, that kind of neighbor. Recently he's taken to using our bins when his get full, like just casually tossing his rubbish in there like it's no big deal. It is frustrating, but I usually let the stuff slide. Until one day, I was driving to work, passing the sleigh by, when I noticed someone had dumped a bunch of old furniture and bin bags. It looked awful, just a heap of mess left there for someone else to clean up. And then, like a bolt from the blue, I had an idea. A petty one, I'll admit. But oh, it was clever. That night I printed out a couple of labels with my neighbor's name and address, stuck them onto some bits of cardboard, and on the way home the next evening I pulled into that same lay-by and gently tucked those labeled pieces right into the middle of the pile. Then I forgot all about it. Genuinely. Until today. Another neighbor stopped me while I was getting the post and said, "Hey, have you seen what's going on with next door?" Apparently my neighbor's wife has been furious online, posting rants about some fine they received for fly tipping, going on about how they don't even know what it's about, and that they didn't do anything. I acted surprised, obviously, but I'll admit, I'm looking forward to the next time I see him out front. I might just bring it up, you know, casually. The next story is called Grocery Points. So there's this local roofing company in my area that's, let's just say, aggressively enthusiastic about advertising. We are talking flyers stuffed on every mailbox. And we live in an HOA where that kind of thing technically needs approval. Then there are the endless posts in Facebook groups and on Nextdoor. And the phone calls. So many phone calls. Now I'm on the do not call list, like officially registered, but somehow I still got a call from them the other week. When I asked the person on the line how they got my number, especially since I'm on that list, they didn't explain. They just hung up. No answer, just click. Fast forward a bit. There's this grocery store near me, part of a chain, that has a point system for their gas pumps. Basically, you punch in your phone number and get 10 cents off per gallon for every point you've earned buying groceries inside. The catch? Points expire after a month, and if you are like me and travel a lot, they disappear before you can even use them. And when I get home after being away for a while, I'm often starting from zero again. Anyway, about 2 weeks ago, I'd just gotten back home. Hadn't stocked up on groceries yet, so my points were low, but I needed gas. And then I remembered. The roofing company. They had called me that very morning and hung up when I asked them a simple question. So just out of curiosity, and let's be honest, a tiny bit of mischief, I pulled up the number on my phone and punched it into the gas pump. And it worked. Suddenly I had enough points for a gas discount. It wasn't a huge amount, maybe $2.50 off the full tank, but it felt incredible. Like, here I was getting a little something back from a company that clearly didn't mind bending the rules to flood my inbox, my mailbox and my phone. They wanted to be everywhere. Fine. Now they are also part of my gas budget. The last story is called Future Plans. So, picture this. I'm off on my honeymoon, having the time of my life. And meanwhile, back at work, everything is going downhill, fast. Before I left, things weren't perfect, but they were manageable. My boss had been working hard to pull our location together, and actually made some real progress. Then she gets transferred. Her replacement walks in. and immediately starts tearing down everything she'd built. Like full on, out with the old, let's pretend nothing good ever happened mode. And while I'm away, I start hearing things. Rumors about me being written up for something that honestly wasn't even part of my job responsibilities. Sure, I was involved, but I wasn't the root cause. Also, my schedule got changed without anyone telling me. Apparently, the new manager thought it was up to my coworkers to fill me in. That is not how communication works. But here's where it gets fun. While sipping pina coladas on my honeymoon, I lined up 2 interviews. By the time I got home, I had an offer waiting, and I took it. So today, I stroll back into work. New boss suddenly acts all sweet, trying to be friendly, probably thinking I don't know about the chaos that unfolded while I was gone. She starts explaining things, justifying the decisions, throwing in a few "it's just been really tough without you" kind of lines. Then she starts talking about the future, team goals, big plans. And then she looks at me and says, "So, what are you thinking? What were you and the previous manager working on?" And that's when I smiled, reached into my bag, and handed her my 2 weeks notice. My future plans? Elsewhere. And honestly, this wasn't just about me. There's been a mass exodus in our region. Over 20 people have left recently, because upper management has been treating us like we are disposable. Play silly games, win silly prizes. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. Also, if you want to support me further, check out the channel membership or Patreon. And now, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.